Hey guys, today I'm going to review one of my favorite movies and books of all time. I read this book in my English class in 7th grade and I fell in love with the story. I'm gonna go and show it off. The Outsiders. Uh, this is such a great movie. I love it. The movie is I'm going to go ahead and get a quick review about it before I actually start talking about why I love it. Basically, the movie is about a teenager named Ponyboy, and he lives, and well, he's played by C. Thomas Howell. It's him right there. And basically, he lives with his two older brothers named Soda Pop, played by Rob Lowe, and his oldest brother Daryl, who is played by the late and great Patrick Swayze. And they belong to a gang of teenagers called the Greasers. And basically the Greasers they're the poor kids, and they live in rundown houses, and they just pretty much get a lot of crap for being poor and everything, and they all live together in this neighborhood. And basically the movie's just about them and their rival. The movie and the book is pretty much just about them and they're rivals with this other gang of teenagers called the Socius, who are and they're the rich kid, the preppy rich kids, and they drive. In the book, they say, they drive nice cars and they wear nice clothes and stuff like that, and they're respected. Well, basically, the movie starts out, and Ponyboy is walking home from a movie, and he ends up getting jumped by a group of teenagers, and he ends up getting jumped by a group of socials, and his brothers and the rest of the Greasers come in and save him, and that's when you're introduced to some of his friends, including Johnny, played by Ralph Macchio, who, as you guys know, played the Karate Kid. You also meet Dally, who is played by Matt Dillon, and Two-Bit, played by Emilio Estevez, and Steve, played by Tom Cruise. And basically, they come in and save him and everything like that. And one night, Dally takes him to go see a movie, and that's where they meet one of the Socius girlfriends named Cherry, played by Diane Lane, who's recently been in movies like she was recently in Unfaithful, was one movie you guys might know her as. But they meet her, and basically she's friendly towards them and she's nice to him and everything like that, and basically, she pretty much just left her boyfriend, Bob, who is played by Leif Garrett, in probably the only movie he's ever acted in. And basically, she's pissed off because they're drunk, and so Bob and his friends come back, and they're mad that Bob's mad that, sorry, I'm out of it right now. Bob is mad that Cherry is with, Ponyboy and, the other Greasers. And you find out that, Johnny was actually, beaten up by Bob a few months ago. Because Bob wears these, rings on his fingers, and it really cut up his face. And and Johnny's a really shy character. He never fights with anybody. He's really the most law-abiding character of all the Greasers. But ever since he got jumped, he now carries around a 6-inch switchblade. Just to save him. Basically, after that, Pony and Johnny after they leave the movie theater, Dally goes off somewhere and leaves them, and so end up going over to a lot and end up falling asleep, wake back up, and Pony realizes it's really late, and when he goes home, his older brother Daryl's mad at him for coming in late, and he ends up hitting him, and that sends Ponyboy off, and he tells Johnny he wants to run away, but they end up not, and they end up going to this playground where Bob and his friends follow him there and pretty much grab him and try to drown Ponyboy into a water fountain that's there, one of those big fountains, and Johnny comes up and ends up stabbing him and kills Bob. And basically the whole movie is pretty much them trying to not get caught by the cops, and they end up going over to Dally because Dally is the meanest of them all, and he's got a record, and he's got, like, you know, criminal record with the cops and everything, and he pretty much knows the best places to hide, and so he gives them a hiding place in this old church. And basically the movie's just them hiding out in there and everything, and things going like that. I don't want to give any more away because this movie is such a great movie. Ever since we watched it, when I watched it in class, I did not see this one. This version is the complete novel version of it, which has a lot more scenes than the other version. I love this version. I love this movie a lot better than the other edition. I have the other copy, but this version has like a lot of really good added scenes, and it's really great. I also have this copy of it on DVD. This is the theatrical version of it, which is rated PG. The complete novel version is rated PG-13, but this one's really good. Both versions are really good. I just recommend the complete novel version of it. And since me being a collector, I also got the VHS. I don't know if the complete novel version was never released on VHS, but this is the tape copy. But, you know, really, I just wanted to talk more about I also got 2 copies of the book. First, I got this really nice hardback copy of the book. One of the older ones is back, and then smaller paperback. And I must say, when I first saw The Outsiders, I wanted to get a load of stuff from the movie, so I also got a t-shirt, which is pretty much just this cover in white with a black background, and a framed copy of the original poster art for the movie. There it is. And I love the tagline of it. They grew up on the outside of society. They weren't looking for a fight. They were looking to belong. Well, yeah, there's them all. It was directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who, as you know, did The Outsiders. Amazing director. And here's a list of all of them. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll keep talking. One really cool thing about the book that I really love is that the book was actually written by a 16-year-old girl in high school named S.E Hinton, who is, she's just a great author. I've read all of her books, and they're all amazing. They all involve teenagers, you know, teenage misfits looking for their place in the world and everything like that, and it's really cool. One thing about the book is that when she read the book and was about to get it published, her real name is Susie, and basically they wouldn't let her publish the book under her name Susie because the book is, they didn't believe that a girl could pretty much tell a whole story in a boy's point of view, so they pretty much just made her change her name to S.E Hinton. But as she kept writing, she actually preferred her name like that. That's a little detail. You know, but anyway, Outsiders, great, amazing movie. Pretty much everyone in this movie are like huge stars now. Great music. The music's great. It was done by Francis Ford Coppola's daughter, Carmen Coppola, and it also has Stay Gold for Stevie Wonder. And reason why is because there's a poem in the movie from Robert Frost, and one of the lines in it is "Nothing gold can stay," and basically then the song that Stevie Wonder has for the movie is just called "Stay Gold." Anyway, amazing movie. I could just talk on and on about this movie, but I love this movie. It's a really great movie, great drama. I highly recommend. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend everyone needs to see this movie. It is so good. I'll show off my DVD better. And I highly recommend the book as well, because the book is just amazing. Like, it's my favorite book of all time, and I've probably read it more than any other book I've ever read in my life. Anyway, great movie, great music. It might make you cry. I'm just gonna say that. It didn't make me cry because I'm a man. Not really. But yeah. Anyway, amazing movie. I highly recommend it. So whenever you get a chance, if you ever see it anywhere, pick it up. I know that the regular version's at Walmart for $7.50, but I recommend the complete novel version a lot more than the other version, because this version is way better. So if you can ever find this version of it, highly recommend it. I'm sure you could get it down over at FYE for a good price. But anyway, if you have not seen The Outsiders, or if you have not read the book The Outsiders, I highly recommend it. So anyway, sorry this review was pretty long, but I just really love this movie, and I just wanted to talk. I know I'm babbling on, but anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and see you guys, and whenever you guys can, check out The Outsiders.